Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your fluster host, the Lost Chevalier, and you're welcome back to Second Circle. Let's go with Azazel, the curious angel. After a late-night movie marathon with Modeus, Lucy, and Judgment, you are dragging yourself to bed when you notice light screaming out from underneath Azazel's door. Streaming out from underneath Azazel's door. Groggily, you knock on her door. Yes, who is it? Azazel replies in such a cheaper tone of voice that makes you question your own sanity and your watch. It is 3 a.m. after all, right? Azazel, you do realize how late it is, don't you? Oh. Hello, my beautiful angel, what happened? All of a sudden, the door swings open and you see Azazel standing before you. It's obvious she hasn't slept a wink, but that fact doesn't seem to have passed her one bit. Oh, hello there, Mr. Taker. Goodness me, is it that late already? I should be getting to bed, shouldn't I? Yes, you should. You peer into the room and notice that Azazel's desk is in even more disarray than usual. After looking at the chaos for a moment, you turn your attention back to the angel. What is it you are always working on anyway? Oh, my thesis! Your thesis? Indeed, it is my theory that there is a way to classify everything in existence. Pardon? At first I thought you just to focus on non-living things that are made up of physical matter, but then that raises a whole slew of questions about the quantifications of life that I, personally, am not interested in answering. Oh shit, what happened? Whoa. I clicked something by mistake. Oh, there we go. So I expanded it to include living things as well. Then I started to think that maybe there is an argument to be made that I'm going at the fourth dimension entirely and I should try to include the things that once existed as well as things that are yet to exist. Wait, so... And while I'm at it, I really shouldn't discriminate when it comes to things that exist only within the heaven or hell, so I needed to include things from all the realms. Well, I suppose so, yes. You take a moment to let the absolute onslaught of information sink in. So, let me make I'm understanding you correctly. You aim to find a way to put everything, all living and non-living things that exist in the past, present and future, from all realms of existence, into a simple classification system. Yep. I'm recording, aren't I? Yes, I am. Yep. And this is why you're awake at 3 a.m? Yep. Alright then, how can I help? At this, Azazel looked at you beaming with the radiance of a newborn star. In her excitement, she hugs you around the middle, nearly breaking her spine. Should it be my spine? Thank you so much, Mr. Taker. How about we make plans to head out to the museum tomorrow? And as I understand it, they just got a new exhibit. Yes, I'd like to. Good. Now, please go to get some sleep. Fortunately, Azazel doesn't knock on your door the next day until the afternoon, giving you enough time to recover of all the sleep you lost the night before. Blearily, you drag yourself out of bed and get ready to go to the museum. Once you're dressed, you answer the door. Ready? Yeah, let's go. Keys in hand, you and Azazel get into the car and start off to the city. It's fair distance away, but Azazel feels much of that time regaling you on all of the intimate details surrounding her thesis and the research she has done so far. Just as the angel is about to launch into an explanation about the merits of quantum physics as it relates to exploration of the fourth dimension, you arrive at your destination. Azazel is the first to get out of the car. She stares up at the building with wide eyes. Is this it? It is. Ready to go in? Really doesn't even begin to cover it. Suddenly, Azazel loops her arms in yours and whisks your way to the front door. I've been flustered already. Look at the museum. Together, you step through the enormous doorway and into the massive entry hall with high ceilings and tall windows. Azazel, rendered practically speechless for a while, quickly falls into overstimulation as her eyes dart between all of the exhibits within view. If you have no preference as to where to start, I say we head to the Paleozoic section and start there. That way we can work our way back to the present. I will take the way you think, Mr. Taker. I like the way you think, Mr. Taker. Together, the two of you head for the prehistoric exhibits. Haven't been here before, you know just how much of a maze this place can be. It has exhibits upon exhibits, all interwoven with one another, so that there are many different paths that one can take through. Someone who wants to follow the history of firearms will take a very different path throughout the museum from someone who wishes to follow the path of the Sengoku Hidai. However, those two people will, no doubt, cross paths more than once on their own respective journeys. As for yourself, you think it's the best to start at the chronological beginning, though you neglect the phrase in this way to Azazel lest you learn yourself another lecture about time as a mortal construct, and work your way up. Truthfully, the museum itself is so massive and so ever-expanding that you never actually see all of the exhibits, though you have always wanted to. It's simply too large and too daunting a task. But, as you watch Azazel dash from one exhibit to the next, you can't help but feel content in the idea that you two will return here several more times over the coming weeks, just to get through all of it. All in all, it takes the two of you the better part of the afternoon and early evening to get through just the Paleozoic section. How big is this museum? My country doesn't have big museums, so I don't know actually. And by the end of it, you are exhausted. As you head back out to the car, you can't help but notice an even more prominent bounce in Azazel's step. Did you enjoy yourself? More than you could ever realize. How about we do this again sometime? I'd like that a lot, Mr. Taker. Must you call me Dad? Would you prefer Mr. the Taker instead? Never mind. Azazel and Taker affection increased by 1. Select your character. Justice. Yes. How much time have I been recording? I think it's time is to call it a day. 8 minutes. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have a blast. I was the Los Chevalier, signing out. Bye bye.